Hey guys, I am here with this, the 2021 GR Supra. Let's take a look. But before we do, please subscribe. Thank you. When the Supra launched in 1978, it was kind of an under-the-radar sports car, right? Toyota was established as a, every man's driver vehicle manufacturer. But did you go to Toyota to buy a sports car? No. Well, now with this vehicle, they really reestablished themselves as a sports car manufacturer, and the 2021 version is even better than the 2020. Let me walk you through. If you've watched my video of the 2020 Toyota Supra, listen, I love this thing. It is so much fun to drive. But now it's even more fun. So they gave this version about 50 more horsepower, which is really interesting. And then the other improvements from the 2020 version are that they added Apple CarPlay, hallelujah. They also created a larger touchscreen, and they had added a upgraded sound system, which is fantastic. So the Supra was developed in partnership with BMW. Essentially, it shares a lot of the same components as the Z4. Included in that is the engine, some elements of the chassis, the suspension, as well as that 8-speed transmission. So why is this not a Z4? Let me walk you through that. First of all, the styling. This does not look like a BMW. In fact, sometimes it doesn't look like anything you've seen on the road. I've had people stop me and say, "What is that?" I'm like, "Well, you recognize the T?" Frankly, if I were to buy one of these, I would take that emblem off and just leave people guessing, because I think that's fun. But also, it's not a Z4 because, number one, it's not a convertible, it's not offered even with a sunroof, and you get that great Toyota warranty as well as the Toyota, hypothetically, reliability, because you are buying a Toyota product. So in the 2021 version, you've got the same 3-liter inline six, but it's putting out 382 horsepower, when in the 2020 version, it was putting out 335 horsepower. What's also new for 2021 is that they're offering a lower end 2-liter turbocharged engine that produces 255 horsepower. I haven't driven that, but I look forward to it. I can't imagine it's as much fun as this. Let me tell you more about that. So driving this car is so much fun. Let's talk a little bit about this. So there's an 8-speed transmission, which is actually lots of fun. I enjoy a manual sports car, as a lot of people do, but I was really surprised about how satisfying this one was, and let me tell you why. Number one, it stays in gear longer when you put it in sport mode, and that is really fun. Number two, the downshift is really satisfying. I can't even explain it other than it has a great haptic experience, and the sounds it makes make you feel like, yeah, I've downshifted. It's fantastic. Guys, I had so much fun driving this car. Literally, I would look forward to it. So 382 horsepower. Doesn't sound like a lot until you think about how little this car is. And when you think about the fact that a base 911 has 379 horsepower for 2022. And who are we kidding? This car is, as shown, $56,000, and a 911 is a lot more. What else is fun about the drive is the suspension. So it has this adaptive suspension that on a daily basis, if you're not in sport mode, it's comfortable enough for you to be okay, but you also have wonderful road feel. That's fantastic. Two, when you put it in sport mode, it stiffens up, but you're not uncomfortable. And sometimes in sports cars, sports mode is just exhausting, but this is actually just plain fun. So the trim I'm driving here is the 3.0 Premium. What makes it premium? Really, it's just three things. One is the JBL sound system, which I really enjoyed. Two are all the adjustments in the driver's seat, as well as number three, the Brembo brakes. In general, I don't have a lot of complaints about the Supra, which is not like me because I usually really like to complain about cars. But the way this drove was just so beautiful. Kind of blew my mind, frankly. But let me talk you through the things that I didn't like. So number one, there's no convertible. Maybe that was a deal with BMW. Hey, you guys take the convertible, we'll take the hardtop. But they at least could have given us a sunroof. So that's a bummer. Two, getting in and out of this car is a bummer. It just is. Three, there's no all-wheel drive. Nah, maybe they'll offer that in the future, I don't know. And last, I found that there was kind of no storage in the vehicle. Oh, and bonus prize, the visibility is kind of crap. What's really interesting about the Supra is the styling really turns heads. Because this isn't a very popular vehicle, even here in LA, people look at it. I was on the freeway the other day and some poor kid turned all the way around in his convertible to check me out. He was looking at the car, and then when he realized I was old enough to be his mother, the poor thing turned his head around right quick. Sorry, buddy. The color we're looking at today is Turbulence Gray, which is also new for 2021. A few things to note. Number one, there's no latch system in these seats. So don't go thinking you're gonna put your baby sit in here. As Motorhead Mama, I feel compelled to tell you that. Two, there are no NHTSA ratings. Why? Because in general, NHTSA doesn't test vehicles if they're not huge sellers, right? They test the things that get a lot of turnover. Otherwise, it's just too expensive for them, so that's something to keep in mind. The vehicle comes with Toyota Care, which is 2 years or 25,000 miles. MPG on this vehicle is 22 city, 30 highway, which is just fine. So in general, the 2021 GR Supra is what I actually didn't expect at all, which is an even better version than the 2020. That little bit of extra horsepower made a whole lot of difference. So if you're someone looking for an entry-level sports car, you're gonna love this. And if it runs anything like a Toyota, you'll have it forever. Thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe. Thanks.